All right, we are going to be installing a new stereo in the 2010 Honda Insight. It's a 14-year-old car. It's never had the stock stereo replaced, so we're giving it a go so we can have Bluetooth. So we're simple people, so we bought a simple Sony stereo receiver and went with Metra to get all of the additional installation kits and everything. So we have the Metra 99-7878B for the Honda Insight 2010 to 14. It's got this nice soft touch feel to it. It's really nice. So that will, obviously that looks like it fits there nicely. We'll see how that goes. We also got the wiring harness for the Honda 2008 and up to hook up the stereo, and then we ended up getting the antenna adapter cable as well. You can see that's 40-HD11, and just for visibility, that wiring harness was 70-1729. I've already gone through the steps of wiring everything together, as you can see here. So we just used, for most of these, the heat shrink tubes that have solder in them, and so we got those hooked up. I had a few that had the crimps with the heat shrink tube that I had to use as a result of that. So we've already put the cage in the installation kit and pressed the tabs down. So now we're going to get started with actually taking the old stereo out. And according to the written instructions, we're going to have to take this panel out, and there's going to be a screw or a bolt underneath that we'll have to get to take out. And then through the glove compartment, this is what they said to do. You take a hammer, the handle of a hammer, and you stick it back in there and you pry the old stereo out to pop the clips that are holding that in. So we'll see how the hell that goes and report back. All right, so this piece was kind of a pain to get out. They've got these clips. I just had to use the little pry bar. Where's that thing go? One of these guys. Panel pry bars. Door panel pry bars. It's got a couple of clips on each side, and then these guys right here just click into place up there. But we were able to get it out without breaking anything. The next step is there is an 8mm bolt that goes right into that little hole, and if you lean in through the door and tilt your head the right way, you can see it, and it looks like this. So I just used a Phillips head screwdriver to take that out, and now we've opened up the emptied out and opened the glove compartment. There's a little clip right here that you unhook first just by pressing down on it, and the little thumb hole, press down on it to unclip it, and then you have to apply pressure on both sides of the glove compartment. You have to push in to release it from the side, and then it just drops down like that. Now, in reality, all we need to do is put the handle of that hammer right up in here and use the frame here to leverage popping the stereo out, and that will release the clips in the front. That's what the written instructions say to do. So we're going to give that a go, see what happens. First thing we did, by the way, before doing anything electrically, we took the negative post the negative post off the battery. So that's already been done. We just did that beforehand. So just wanted to call that out because the instructions say to do so. All right, surprisingly that worked. We just put the handle of the hammer right in here, and then just use that leverage to pop it right out. It came right out. we're taking these red clips. There's 8 of them all the way around. The easiest way that I have seen to get these off without breaking them is to just use a small flathead screwdriver to gently lift that up, and then there's a little tab on the inside. I'll try to hold it, pry it up so you can see it. That little tab that you can see right at the end of the screwdriver. I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure and that pops out. That way you're not trying to manhandle the clips and then have them break off. While this is here, you can see there's the hazard light, and down here there's the passenger airbag. These are just held in by 2 screws a piece. So once we get this out and get the clips off, we're going to need to remove these, those 2 things, like I said, 2 screws a piece, and then we're just going to reattach them to the new stereo kit that we have. All right, so we were able, for the antenna, you just press the little clip on the side there and that popped right out, no problem. For this, the wiring harness in the back of the stereo, we just had to pry this little guy right here open, and it popped open and slid right out of the back of the stereo, and then the passenger airbag and the hazard lights were both attached with 2 screws a piece. So those are all out. We got the old stereo out, and we'll start working on putting the new one in. All right, so we've got the passenger airbag and the hazard lights. Those went in pretty nicely. We've got all the clips on there, and according to the instructions, since we've got this pocket spot, we put the pocket down in there, and that clicked into place. We've already got the cage, and now we're moving on to the next steps. So we've got the new stereo slid into place, and we got the trim piece on the outside there ready to go. We'll just need to put the faceplate back on there when we're done. Back here, we've got the antenna right there, and then we've got the spot over here where the wiring harness is going to plug in. So we're going to take our aftermarket wiring harness, so that's going to plug into the back of the stereo, and there's the antenna that's going to plug into the back of the stereo, and then this harness and this harness are going to plug into those 2. So we're going to put those together and then set everything back up. Essentially, once we have that in place, we're just going to put this back into the dashboard and clip those clips into place, and that should do it. And then we'll reattach the negative post on the battery and start it up and cross our fingers. Don't fuck it up. All right, since our new stereo doesn't have the spot to plug in or to screw in that 8mm bolt that we took out from here, we're just gonna pop this back into place. We're gonna put the faceplate on, and let's see if I remember how to do this. I haven't done this in a while. So that just clicks into place. So that's good. Everything's secure. We've got it clipped back in and got all of these pressed in. So I think we're good. So we're gonna put everything back together, put the battery negative post back on the battery, then we'll crank it up and hope she plays music. All right, we got it in. Everything's working. We got the Bluetooth connected. Yo. We checked the radio. The radio worked. We got a new little pocket down here. So hope that was helpful. Another randomly successful DIY. It's been about 20 years since I've changed a car stereo in a vehicle, so glad we were successful. And I'll put all the part numbers and everything down in the description for anybody who needs them or cares. And that's it. That's a wrap.